Veronica Fusaro from Switzerland, welcome on the set of ELLE on the Go here in Vienna before your performance at the Eurovision Song Contest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Okay, that's a nice question to start off. I think, you know what, I would love to be a bird.
A bird?
Yeah.
What kind of?
Maybe a crow. I think they look really cool with their black.
I can see that.
Well,
I can picture it like with this, like a crow with a little long hair.
I'm a very colorful,
feathers.
Colorful dressed person though, never. But yeah, I think just the ability to fly would be, I think that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. It's really fascinating how we have living beings that can fly. It's really cool.
Is there something that you wish more people knew about you?
Ooh, I think, I'm just a big lover of music. I don't know if that's obvious, but I think if people get to know me, I love to learn. Maybe that's one thing. I love to learn. I love to hear stories. Yeah, that's something.
Tell me about your roots. So
yes.
You have mixed background, a little bit of Switzerland, a little bit of Austria, Italy.
Exactly.
Tell me more about it.
Yes, so I grew up in Switzerland in a small city called Thun.
We have beautiful ceramics, like in Switzerland in Thun, right?
Yes, exactly. It's the city. It's a story, you mean, right? But I don't know if it's necessarily connected to Thun. I actually would need to do some more research. It's possible.
Exactly. Let's research it.
Maybe you're teaching me something new. But yes, so my mom is half Swiss, half Austrian. Her mother, so my grandmother, grew up in the Steiermark here in Austria. And my dad is Italian, from the south of Italy, from Calabria.
Calabria.
Exactly.
Tell me something in Calabrese.
In Calabrese non lo parlo. I don't speak the Calabrese accent. So I know, for example, uciuccio, which is the donkey. Thank you. You know better than I do. Yeah,
This is like same like Napolitan. Uciuccio.
And you know Napoletano?
A little bit, because we love like Saldavinci as well. So we have to learn something.
Nice. Well, yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I don't speak fluent. Like, I understand it, but my dad always spoke Italian to us.
Mm-hmm. So you grew up in a family that was passionate about music, or you were the black sheep?
So my parents cared about music. They listened to music. Like my dad, for example, is a huge fan of Vasco Rossi. Mm-hmm. My mom also, actually, she also listened to like Queen and Michael Jackson, so international artists. And I think I grew up with music being very present, but they don't make music themselves. They're not musical at all, actually. But they always supported me whenever I wanted to do something with music. They were supportive of it, and I really appreciate that.
How does it feel to be judged by millions of people?
Oh, I can't think too much about it, otherwise I get stressed. It's like
anxiety.
It's like, hey. But to be honest, like, I try not to think too much about it. I try to, stay with me, and stay focused. And I think for me, it's just really important to know what I want. And I think a lot about what I do, the music that I make, whenever, about my performances. And once I do put it out into the world, I'm very secure with it. So it's like, well, people can like it or not. I don't care at that point. You know what I mean?
So what do you want to do? What do you want?
What do I want? I want to make music that's a music that I deeply care about, music that I love. Because if I love it, I think people are gonna like it as well. Not everybody, of course, but I think I want to make music that's gonna have a timeless feel to it. Music that I want to play for the people live in a room, share with people. Music that connects.
So in Switzerland, you have a selection that is private, kind of.
Yes.
So it's not like a public competition. You send your song. Then the jury, of the Swiss television, and the super fans of Eurovision decide who's going to participate.
Exactly.
Finally, of Eurovision.
Something like that. Yeah.
So you received a call from the Swiss national television saying, "Hey, Veronica, we have good news."
I mean,
how did that happen?
Pretty much.
I want to know everything about that moment.
I mean, pretty much. It was there was a deadline of them like telling us. They told us until the 21st December, you're gonna get the news if you made it or not. Because you know, there's a whole process, as you said, and then there's the top 5, and in the top 5 you do like a performance, and there's another jury, just like you said, and then until the 21st of December they were gonna tell you. So I was there waiting all day at home. I live in Bern now. And I was like getting impatient, and it was like 7:45 in the evening. I was like, come on, guys, you can start telling me now. I think it was
because they'd say yes or no, actually.
Yes,
okay, because you're like final 5 options, and so they are obliged to say yes or no.
Exactly. Or well, you won. You're the top one now. Or well, no, you didn't make it. So yes, I was there waiting, and then they finally like there was a Zoom call, and I was like, okay, this is exciting. And then they told me. And I wanted to start crying, but I was like, okay, let me keep it professional in the Zoom call. And I didn't cry. But as soon as I ended the call, I started crying because I was so moved. It means a lot, honestly.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Like it means everything at this stage of a career. And you started like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been, 10 years ago. Honestly,
10 years ago.
I won like a newcomer competition in Switzerland.
Okay.
And that's when my career started, or well, my musical career started to get professionalized. So I made music before, but that was the kickoff to
I see.
Being introduced to a broader audience in Switzerland, at least. So it feels special to like 10 years after to be able to like, you know, compete at Eurovision. It's a very beautiful circle that's closed.
Yeah. This is so special. So you play an instrument?
Yes, I play the guitar mainly. That's like the instrument I go for when I write songs usually. And then I play a little bit of piano, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums.
Everything.
You know, a little bit of everything. Not everything, but just, you know, those type of instruments.
Do you have a useless superpower?
So, I mean, superpower, I can listen. It's useless in a very good way. I think I'm very good at like shutting off my phone, throwing it in a corner and just relaxing. I'm like,
chill.
It's being useless actually in that moment. I'm not doing anything, but for me, being useless in that moment is very useful.
How does it go?
Important. Yeah, it's just like, I'm chilling. Yes, exactly. That's the attitude. I love that. Yeah, and then you just, you know, because I think it's important to be able to shut off the world here and there. Because
so how do you handle social media?
Well, that's the way. I need a balance for sure. Like I enjoy it. I make it. I have fun with it, honestly. But then there's also moments where I'm like, well, I'm not feeling it now, and it's okay. I don't need to put pressure on myself. I don't need to push my face into people's phones all day, every day, you know? There's like a balance for me. As long as it's fun, it's authentic, and it's me, and that's cool. If I'm not having fun with it, I need a break, you know.
What's the weirdest DM that you ever received? There's some weirdos out there, so let's dig deep.
Yeah, weird. What is weird? Like something that made me feel uncomfortable, or something that's like
it can be weird,
cool.
like it can be fun, like it can be whatever.
Okay, I think recently actually they did like this chat called the Veroneers, something like that. It's like my fans basically, and they're sending very funny memes with me being involved in it, and I love it. It's weird, but in such a funny way. I love it genuinely. Thank you. Shout out.
What is the craziest thing that happened so far at Eurovision backstage? Want some gossip, like make it juicy.
Yeah, you know, I've thought about that. I thought it would be more like drama, just because of, you know, it's showbiz, but it's been very calm. I think I'm very sorry, but I have to disappoint you. Like we've been
too calm
everybody's been super friendly. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because I'm Switzerland and I'm representing Switzerland. Diplomatic, exactly. I'm actually saying, I mean it. Like for me, it's been a very comfortable environment. Everybody's been really nice. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, we'll wait till the end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure in 2 weeks I'll have more to tell.
If you had to recall a moment of your life that was really something very meaningful for you, what would that be? We're not talking about Eurovision now.
Okay. I think, there's a few, both on the in terms of music and private, but I think just a very special moment for me was when I got to open a show for Mark Knopfler from the Dire Straits, and that was in an amphitheater in Nîmes in France. And it was July, a summer evening, the sun was setting, and I was playing my few songs, and it was magical on so many levels, and it just, once again made me fall in love with live music. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's nice. I love performing and I love playing shows, and yeah, it's fun.
Are you very self-critical, or you just go with the moment, whatever happens, you just, flow?
Listen, I'm the worst.
Really?
I'm the worst if it's about writing song and creating music and writing an album especially. I can be the meanest to myself. I even had to write a song called Don't Be So Hard on Yourself for myself.
You see?
Just to remind me, like, girl, chill. But yeah, I think I'm very critical with myself. I go through a lot of up and downs when creating something. But once I reach the end, I'm very confident with the music and with the thing that's been created. So I guess it's good in a way, I go through the pain before, and once it's out, I'm like ready for stones and sticks, as they say, right? Sticks and stones, yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean.
In Switzerland, singing in English is actually not an obvious choice because you have 4 national languages. Why did you pick to sing in English?
Good question, because there's no reason, basically, right? But it came very naturally. It wasn't like a conscious choice I made. I think it was because when I started writing songs, that was like, well, in the beginning actually wasn't in English, to be fair. Like I wrote in Italian. My first ever song is a little Italian song.
Which was called?
And it doesn't have a title. I remember the melody though. It's like, ma perché deve essere così? And so on and so forth.
Okay.
It's like a very cute song. But yeah, I think in the 7th grade when I started studying English, I started writing in English as well because my biggest idols were singing in English. So Amy Winehouse, Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson. Those are all artists singing in English. And I was like, well, I'm gonna do the same thing because why not? So I guess that's the reason.
Alice talks about domestic violence. The ropes on the stage represent that kind of cage moment, like of not being able maybe, to act as you would wish in that moment. Tell me more about the song.
Yeah, so Alice, as you said, is about violence on women specifically. Alice is a woman who tries to draw boundaries, but the boundaries are crossed. They are not respected. And throughout the whole song, in fact, she does not get to speak a single time. I'm basically singing from somebody's perspective and singing about Alice. She's always described and dictated, right? And throughout the song, it gets more and more uncomfortable. Like you realize she's in danger. Alice is in serious danger, and it does not have a happy end. And we try to, obviously take this message and translate it onto a visual level for the performance on the Eurovision stage. And I think we found a really cool way to emphasize the message.
How much is it about your personal life?
It is very personal because I walk through this world as a woman, and not only, but I'm just a part of this society, and so I think it's a problem that concerns our society, so it concerns everybody, and I just read a lot about it, way too often about it in the news, and in the news, unfortunately, it's usually the extreme of violence against women, which is a femicide, and it makes me, like, honestly, weekly. I think I can read about it weekly, and it touches me, it moves me, and it's like, I ask myself a lot of questions, and when that happens, I usually write songs about these feelings.
Where do you get your inspiration?
For generally or for
general songwriting, yeah.
Life, honestly. Anything that moves me, anything that won't let me sleep at night. I just write songs about. It's like
It
my
deserves
diary.
a song, right?
Yeah, I just need to get it out, and it's music is the way I am. Helps me to get these emotions out. Yeah.
Talking about more frivolous things like our girl stuff. Do you have a beauty hack?
Oh, sleep and water. Sleep and water.
Okay.
Is that a hack? I think people should know by now. But I think that's really important. And sunscreen. Now that summer is coming, I used to be. Sunscreen is so annoying, but it's actually so freaking important. I don't know. Yeah. Those are the 3 hacks.
Do you have a ritual like in the morning or?
Yeah, so what I always do is just obviously wash my face with water, cold water. And I kind of massage my face with my regular daily cream. But I like take the time I love to get into like, honestly, a little massage. Just
like because, layers.
Yeah, it just wakes me up. I
just
do the thing, I deserve this. And that really wakes up my face and my skin, I feel also.
How do you feel grounded? Like, what is your solution to keep your feet on the ground? Ooh. Now you're at Eurovision, you're on top of the world, you're doing this, you made it, you're singing, and how do you balance it?
Honestly, I think it comes quite naturally to me. Maybe it's just because the way I was,
raised?
Exactly, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. The way I was raised, and then, I grew up close to mountains. So I think mountains have a very heavy thing, and that maybe, wears off as well. And just, I don't know, remembering why I do this is just the love of me for music. I don't do it for the success in that sense, but I do it because I love music and I love to share it with people. And obviously, the bigger it gets, the more, the cooler. I'm not gonna lie. It's great. It's fun. But at the core is my love for music.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
Ooh. There's a few. I think my very first celebrity crush. Let me have a quick think. I have somebody in my mind, but let me think if there was a one before that.
I remember mine. Oh,
dude, who was it for you then?
It was Ben Affleck.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Wow. And when he hit on Jennifer Lopez, that was my like really heartbreak.
Oh no.
And I would smash doors at home and say, oh, can you believe? Because she was my favorite singer at that time, and he was my favorite actor. I said, can you believe I felt betrayed?
Yeah, I understand.
And it was like total disaster.
No, I understand. Yeah. No, there was this phase where I was almost like a little bit obsessed with Jessie J. Okay. She's an incredible singer, obviously, and I had like merch from her, and I bought her book, and I was just a huge fan, and I just loved what she did and what she represented.
Yay! Sweet, salty, or spicy?
Salty.
Salty?
Yeah,
if you had to be a dish, what dish would you be? You want to feel you, taste you.
I'm gonna go for parmigiana, the eggplant souffle.
Everybody knows parmigiana. Come on, yes.
Right.
Do you cook?
Yes, I do. Actually, I learned from my mom, obviously, because my mom makes the best parmigiana, and she taught me like the tricks and the bits and pieces. And she said like mine is really good, so I have my mom's approval of my parmigiana.
Okay. 30 seconds to give the parmigiana, the perfect parmigiana recipe.
Okay, the perfect parmigiana recipe. You gotta buy good, nice eggplants. You gotta wash them in water to get like this sour, the aubergine taste out a little bit. And then you gotta fry them in the pan. We fry them in the pans with a little bit of oil. Not in the oven, we don't do that. And then, obviously, it's very important. I'm gonna give you a special tip. The sugo, the tomato sauce, is important. That's where you're gonna get the very good flavor, and it needs to cook for 2 hours at least. And you gotta use good tomatoes. And then salt and basilicum and olio d'oliva. That's it.
Amazing. I can't wait.
That was longer than 30 seconds.
I love it. I gotta make it. Like, we have to cook it. Yeah, I have my sous chef here. No, actually, he's the chef. I'm the sous chef.
Okay, nice.
No, actually, he's the chef. I'm the one that washes dishes.
Wow, that's also nice. That's nice of you.
What is your red flag?
Of me or for somebody else?
So what is your red flag when you meet somebody?
Okay, when they're, I don't know, this is a classic one, but I honestly feel like this tells a lot. When they are rude to waiters. I can't stand that.
I'm with you.
It's like...
The way you treat people
honestly
tells so much about you.
Yeah. Like, obviously they're here to help you and but just be kind to them. Like, what, you know?
What's your problem?
Yeah. Just being decent to other people, yeah. Yeah.
If somebody wants to impress you, they have to do...
Cook nicely. Like,
Cook?
Yeah. If somebody cooks for me, I appreciate that a lot. It's like, I mean a lot to you then in that case.
To everyone that is listening, you know what's the secret sauce here?
But good food, like, yeah.
Of course, Italian roots, what do you mean? It's normal, right? It's like, it's part of the culture.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be Italian per forza, how do you say? It doesn't have to be Italian, but just, I like trying new stuff as well, but it just needs to be good. Yeah.
After all this delicatessen, we want to hear your voice.
Okay.
Singing.
Okay.
Give us something. How do you warm up? Your favorite song? Like just something. Maybe Italian?
Maybe in Italian. Let's see. Okay, so what is my favorite song at the moment? I was just thinking.
It can be like a classic one.
I've been loving Chaperone's album, the whole album, but especially Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
And it goes, love is a kaleidoscope, how it works I'll never know, and even all the time. I don't know the words by heart, but something like that.
You're like a hummingbird. That's amazing. As you have Italian roots, can we have a little Italian sound?
I would love to. Just this morning, actually, we were listening to some Italian music when getting ready, and Daniele was in the playlist.
Of course.
Beautiful song.
The best.
Of course, like Quando, beautiful song. I love this song so much. And it goes something like this, right? Tu dimmi quando, dove sono I tuoi occhi e la tua bocca, forse in Africa che importa. Tu dimmi quando, siamo angeli che cercano un sorriso, non nascondere il tuo viso. Ed io ho sete ancora. Something like that.
Oh my God. You know, I was like joking with my team before because my superpower is crying vertical.
Oh,
so when I get
what is that?
When I get emotional, I go like this, so that the tears, go out like this because I don't want to mess up with the makeup.
That's so clever, though. I've never thought about this. Does it work?
It works. I swear it works. So, like while you were singing, I was like. If you see me going like this, you know what I'm doing.
People are like, "What is she doing?" Well, you're just freaking. That's the hack. I think I need
That's
to
a life hack.
For the upcoming days.
It's like,
just because you look like focused. You look like you're going through like a skier. You're going through the track. No, but you're crying. Exactly. I love that. Thank you.
At least you don't mess up the makeup.
Love that.
So we had a game when we were growing up, which is obbligo o verità, truth or dare.
Okay.
Let's play it.
Let's go. Let's do
Truth
it.
or dare?
Truth.
What was the most embarrassing moment of your life?
In my life?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, one I can't tell you. The first one I can't tell you. But
no, we want to know exactly that one.
No.
You can change names.
No.
Like incognito.
No. I think I once on stage, actually, that was really embarrassing. I was like having a good time. When you come to a band show of mine, I move a lot. I dance around a lot. And then I was playing the show. I don't remember where it was, but with my band, and I was having a good time. And then I stumbled, and I didn't fall, but I fell. Like for 5 steps, I was almost falling, and then I caught myself. But I think it would have been less embarrassing if I just fell. Instead of like trying to catch myself and then catch him. Anyway, it felt like the longest 5 minutes. It wasn't 5 minutes, obviously, but it felt like 5 minutes of falling, which was very embarrassing. Yeah.
Truth or dare?
Let's do their one,
Mimic your song.
Alice?
Alice.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the guitar solo. Okay, something like that. That's
Love it.
perfect air guitar.
Truth or dare?
Truth. Let's go.
Want to know what's your strangest fear? Like a phobia or something?
I'm terrified of spiders. It's a classic.
Spiders.
It's a classic, but
There's one like that.
no. I
Really?
yeah, I don't know. I try to tell myself like it's animals. They're part of our planet. But the second I see one, I'm like, I couldn't sleep in a room where I know there's a spider.
Oh, you know, I found one in Switzerland actually at home, a little tarantula that escaped from my neighbors. And it was
Actually,
like,
tarantula.
see, it was like living in the plants. But it's like, it's cute, it's furry.
You don't mind them?
No, I
You're
save
a
them
brave
actually.
woman. You're so good.
Yes, I have
Wow.
like a hack for
Okay.
everything.
What is this?
So I just take, a cup or like a glass, and then I take like some, paper card.
Yeah.
I put the glass, I put like slide it under, so it's like safe, and then I free it out in the nature. I feel like
Okay, I aspire that, but just the thought of it being so close to my hands, I can't. I can't.
For me, it's the same with snakes.
Honestly, snakes, I don't care. Look, we can have a deal. If I have a problem with spiders,
You just
I
call
can
me.
call you.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with snakes, you call me. We're good.
As if we lived in like Southern America, like jungle somewhere, Amazonia.
I swear.
Let's do a dare.
Okay.
Be dramatic to the camera, like really like big drama. Something
Okay.
happened and Eurovision, like the rope tangled up.
Oh, the rope tangled up, and it wasn't the camera wasn't the where it was supposed to be, and I'm like, somebody's getting fired. Who dared to not freaking prepare the thing rightfully? Because we talked about this. We told you how to freaking do this, and now you make me angry. You make me freaking embarrassed in front of the whole world. Hair flip, and then I'm out. That's it. Thank you.
It's like
Oscars, I'm coming, I suppose. No.
my favorite part was the hair flip.
Thank you.
Veronica, thank you so much for being here with us today. It was a real pleasure sharing with you, singing with you. Like, you're such a personality, and we can't wait to see you on that stage.
Elle on the go.